Thanks for joining us on Sports.com at the NFL Player of the Year Awards. I'm Michael Artsis alongside Peter Schwartz, broadcasting the Player of the Year Awards live for the first time ever. What do you think of that?
Oh, what a tremendous event this has been. I mean, if you're a football fan, and listen, I know a lot of people that are out there watching can't be with us here tonight, but just for myself, being a football fan all my life, and I'm going to take my professional hat off for just a second, this has been fantastic to walk around this room and see all these great players from the past and the great current players that are going to be honored here tonight. I mean, this is really a treat.
It really is, and it's magical, and it's amazing. You when you look at it from that fan perspective, it's really been unbelievable for us. And I think what's great is we're part of the first time it's ever been broadcast, and that's what Sports.com is bringing fans. We're bringing fans groundbreaking content, things that have never been done before. 2 weeks from today, we go live, and that's it. We're on live for good. We're live now.
Are you going to be on live?
I will be on live.
You'll be on live.
And you're going to be on live.
I hope so.
I think we're going to make that happen.
We have to work that out.
Sports on sports or sports.
We'll have to contact my people.
We'll do that. We'll do a lunch or something. Yeah, Peter, thank you so much for doing this. You've been great. I'm going to get you back here in a few minutes, but I see Sean Landeta standing right there, your neighbor, a friend of mine, and a longtime NFL kicker.
Well, while you talk to Sean, I'm going to go try and find something to eat.
Sounds good. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Sean, thanks for joining us. Welcome to sports.
Great to be here.
It's good to see you. Last time I saw you, we were at the Darryl Strawberry Golf Tournament.
Yeah, well, I try and get out and help those guys any chance I can, and known Darryl for years back through the 80s, so he's been a good friend, and it's always nice to help him.
I think one of the nicest things about you, one of the things I respect the most, you are an amazing kicker. You kicked a long time, and that's great, but you give back so much. You are constantly doing charity work, and I really, really admire that.
Well, you know, I was so lucky to play a long time and get so many breaks, and I've just always felt as a player, by you showing up or turning out or doing something that you can help so much, you almost feel like you can't. So it's great to be able to help so many people doing what I consider to be so little.
Now, I see tonight you have the hardware on. I know you wear that a lot of times to the charity events or to the hospitals to show the kids, and it really lifts them up and uplifts their spirits, and I like that because a lot of guys don't like to wear the hardware to those kinds of things, but I think it's the most important time to wear them. But can you show the camera the hardware, please, because these are two of the nicest rings I've ever seen.
Well, you know, these are both from the New York Giants back 86 and 90. I was very fortunate to be on a couple teams that not only made the Super Bowl but won it. But what you said is what I do. I normally don't wear them because they're a little bit too loud for me, but events like this, especially wherever the fans are, they're the ones that enjoy seeing them. I love to let them try them on and take pictures with them because, again, for them it's a big deal, and I remember as a kid growing up, if I ever got a chance to try one on, it would have been a great thrill.
Can I try it on?
Anytime you want.
Sounds good. I like that. So what do you think of the event here tonight?
Well, this is terrific. The NFL alumni is such a big part of the NFL, and will continue to get better. The commissioner and the league, they're really dedicated to making this so important, even more important than it has been in years past, because most players are going to be alumni a heck of a lot longer than they are current players, and to get them all together, to honor them for what they do on and off the field, the current guys on the field, is really a great night.
What do you think about the fact that it seems like you guys might finally be getting long-term health care? That a big step forward was taken yesterday.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, it's so important. Everybody understands. You know, in pro football, the significant injury rate is 100%. And we all know it's a part of the game, but to have the health care there to make things easier for you as you live the rest of your life is so important and so necessary. And so glad to see that steps are being taken to make sure that's there for all the players for life.
You played on a lot of teams. What was your favorite city that you lived in?
You know, they were all great. I mean, nothing really ever beats the first, your first game. Anytime you got a chance to do something you've always dreamed of doing and get a chance to do that, that was probably the most important thing. Probably one of the coolest things we all get to do, and all of us forget it, is as a kid we all grow up buying baseball and football cards, so when you finally get your own, that's a pretty big deal.
And what about being on the sideline with guys like Bill Parcells as your coach and guys like Phil Simms, and then you were on the Eagles with such great teams, and Dick Vermeil and so many other guys. When you look back, the legends that you basically worked with, and you know, I would consider you a legend as well in the kicking field. But what's it like playing with those guys and being around those guys, and what were they like?
Well, they were all terrific. They were all outstanding in what they did. They lived their life for their craft. Every little thing was so important, and they got that across to us, because to stay in pro football and be competitive, you really have to be dedicated and committed. And most of them were, in fact, all of them were, and that rubbed off on me and certainly helped me in my career.
When you were a Giant and the Giants were down, were playing from behind, what did Phil Simms say on the sideline? What about him made him such a leader? What about what he was saying made him a leader?
Well, he really didn't say much. Phil would just confer with the coaches, maybe talk to a few receivers or tight ends, see what's going on, but he led by example with his play. And that's why he was a great teammate, consummate teammate and consummate professional and a great leader for us.
Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
I think the Steelers are going to pull this out. I used to play for the Packers. I hope they win, but I think the Steelers find a way.
And which one of these rings is your favorite?
Well, nothing beats the first one, but the second one no one thought we could win. So I'll take them both.
Sean Landeta, thank you so much. It's a pleasure seeing you here at the NFL Player of the Year Awards, and we'll see you soon on sports.com.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Thank you for joining us.